we humans have a lot more in common than you'd think with the cicadas that are screaming all around me. They're really loud, like 55 decibels. No, wait, 64 decibels? How's that happening? Why are they getting louder and then quieter? Well, just like your heart's pacemaker cells or circadian rhythms, they're acting as a coupled oscillator. They're rising together and falling together as one group, dependent on one another. An oscillation is some quantity that repeatedly and regularly rises and falls. Sound waves are oscillations. So is the AC voltage that you use all the time. These can take place over nanoseconds or decades or even longer. But a coupled oscillation is when two or more things oscillate in sync with one another. Like how in 1665, physicist Christian Huygens found that if you put two pendulum clocks on the same wall, they'd pass micro vibrations through the wall, and the pendulums would eventually swing equal and opposite to one another. In the same way, the chorusing of these thousands of cicadas goes up and down in a self-organized way. It's not really driven by any external factors, it's simply the cicadas interacting with one another. Isn't that nuts? Imagine you're at a party talking to some handsome stranger when suddenly the music gets way louder and you have to yell over it to hear each other. Same basic principle goes for cicadas. We have a few hypotheses on why this happens. First is to attract more females. One male yelling is loud, but an entire forest yelling can attract females from way, way further away. Another study on fireflies found that females best respond to synchronized luminescence, lots of firefly butts lighting up at the same time. It may be similar for other insects with sound. Secondly, it may confuse predators. It's pretty easy to locate one screaming cicada, but if you're surrounded by a cacophony of them, how do you even know where to look? Both of those would be cooperative chorusing, where the whole group is working together for a means. But thirdly, it may be a competitive strategy for males. It's thought that females will respond to the first call they hear. So when one male calls, everyone is like, I gotta call next or I'm never gonna find love. Another theory is that it's not the first call that females like, it's the loudest. So if one guy next to you yells, you're gonna have to yell a lot louder, and it just increases from there. Then the volume naturally oscillates. We get louder and louder, and then it gets quieter and quieter, and the cycle repeats over and over again. Coupled oscillation. Now, just like cicadas, we experience coupled oscillations. When two cohabitating women's cycles sync up, that's a coupled oscillation. Our cell cycles are coupled oscillations. The beat of your heart is controlled by pacemaker cells. Those are coupled oscillations. It's a basic part of human life. And out here in nature, it is everywhere. So we started from screaming bugs and got to the fundamentals of human existence. That's why I love thinking about sound. Feel free to subscribe if you want more like this, but thanks for watching. Have a good one.